Just a few videos ago, I made a video about Apple announcing a keynote that they're going to have in June, which is WWDC 18. And in the intro of that video, I said, sadly, it's not going to be a March keynote. But actually, there just might be a March keynote after all. To be completely straightforward with you, I personally don't think there's actually going to be a keynote in March, but there's something a little suspicious that Apple sent out just a couple days ago after they announced WWDC 18 that really hints at a keynote, especially with the iPad. On Tuesday, March 27, 2018, which is it's not too far away from here, just next week, Apple's going to have an educational field trip. The email invitation says, let's take a trip, and it's done with the iPad stylus, might be hinting at something with the iPad. When I talked about the future hardware products that might be coming out at WWDC 18, because we already know about the software, iOS 12, etc., but what about the hardware, because we never know about that. And I talked about the possible iPad Pro, but what about the regular iPad that we have right now? I think it's a great deal. I'm kind of hoping for a refresh, just one more year of the next Fusion chip. Is it the A10 Fusion chip that goes in here this year if they do a refresh? I really hope so. I just want that one extra year of a processor, so that $329 of value right now, and it's reportedly might be even cheaper, could have support for the Apple Pencil and potentially the A10 Fusion chip. I would absolutely love that. Of course, it won't have the 120 Hz refresh rate, the amazing speakers, etc., but still, it's going to have Apple Pencil support, which I think is great, and it's going to be cheap, and it's still going to have iOS 12, 13, 14, and maybe even 15. If we take a look at history for a second and look to what Apple released in March last year, that's when they released the iPhone 7 Plus and iPhone 7 in product red, along with this cheap iPad that is only $329, along with the whole brand new March spring collection of Apple Watch Sport Bands. Apple chose to not release those products in a keynote. I kind of understand that it's slightly below the standard of a keynote. Maybe they could have talked about the Apple Park, but forgetting about that, they just did it in a press release. They just took down their website for a few hours and then put it back up with the brand new products, the cheap new iPad and product red iPhone 7 Plus and iPhone 7. This year, for history to repeat itself, we're should be expecting the blush gold option for the iPhone X. You guys remember about a couple months ago, before the iPhone X even released, we were still calling it iPhone 8, iPhone Edition. That was my personal name for it. But people were saying that was going to come in blush gold. Kind of like the gold that the iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus come in right now, that beautiful gold. Well, the rumors for the iPhone X was to come in white, black, and that special blush gold color. So maybe in this March educational event, we're gonna see some type of iPhone X blush gold. I'm really hoping so. I wish I was available when I got my iPhone X. I really personally like the color. Some people hate it, some people love it. But for me, if anything were to come from this event, because Apple did not even say if it's a keynote or even they're gonna live stream it, so we don't even know if it's just like a little keynote or just an educational event that people are overhyping for sure. But if this was some type of keynote, I would be expecting a blush gold color for the iPhone X and a brand new refresh for the iPad that's probably gonna have Apple Pencil support and probably a cheaper price with the A10 Fusion chip. I would not expect the cheaper MacBook Air, which I think is going to be released later in June, and any other products, possibly the AirPods 2, Mac Pro, that's all going to be released later, maybe June, maybe in the October keynote. We're going to have to see if Apple releases anything on March 27th. That's going to be a little date to circle right now if you're an Apple fan, to see if they release any future products. But as of for the moment, there's actually some new Apple Sport Bands that are going to be coming up on the website. The Apple sent out in a press release some nice new spring watch bands. It's always good. You can always add to your collection, but personally mine is the Nike Sport Band. That's clearly my favorite band because I play a lot of sports, basketball, running, football. The whole agglomeration right there. But I'd love to hear your opinion about this potential keynote in the comment section below. And while you're doing that, make sure you like the video and hit that bell icon to stay notified whenever I post a video. And while you're doing that, make sure you smash that subscribe button right here to stay informed. And I'll see you in the next one.